My heart is pounding. Um, I don't know how long this video will be. I don't know how vulnerable I will be. I don't know how emotional I will be. But I hope that you guys bear with me. For the past year, I'm going to speak my truth, sportsman. I just hope that um I'm wise with my words and I don't become overly emotional. But this has been something that for the past year I have been struggling with. As you guys know, I don't like to I don't like to ask for anything. I am a strong believer in going out there and getting it. And a big part of that is due to my upbringing. If you were brought up with great parents, be grateful. Be extremely grateful for that. Um Again, I'm trying to watch my words because I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that, but I got to speak my truth like my brother sportsman just told me to. Let me give you a background before I get into this dope discussion that I feel so many of my brothers can relate to. Let me give you a background. I was born, me and my brother were born to teenage parents, right? And so I mean, you get what you get with that, right? Um, Long story short, my daddy did most of the raising. Uh, and him being a young man, I mean, I have to respect the fact that at least he did try and at least he was around. Um, Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you. And so I'm grateful for that, right? My daddy, looking back, he did it was a lot of errors in the ways that he raised us, but I mean, I have to give him grace because he was such a young man and having the responsibility of raising two young children on his own with very little to no help from the mother. I mean, I have to give my father respect for that. Again, it was a lot of errors, but I cannot just act like my daddy didn't do anything and discredit him, especially considering how young he was and how much he had to do on his own. Um, my mother was a very young woman, um, young lady, a girl really, and she had a little bit of a rough upbringing herself, and so I try to give her grace as well. But to speak my truth, I have to say my mother was not really there, right? And with my father being so young, I mean, looking back, I realized how much he was kind of like not really there either. But I feel like because I at least got to see him every day, as far as him like dropping us off to school and you know um getting home at night, very late at night, I at least felt like he was more present than he actually was growing up. But looking back, I realized how much me and my brother, who is only a year and 4 months older than me, I realized how much they were really not around and how much my brother and myself had to be parents for each other. And again, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or discredit, but I gotta be real. Mm. Thank you, Amanda. I don't take any of you guys for granted. Thank you, Sportsman. I just gotta speak this. Thank you, Crimson. Yeah, no, I don't like to ask for anything. This is why I don't ask for cash apps. I don't ask for donations or nothing. I ask for likes, but that's it. Like the way I was raised, like you had to get it yourself. I realize, you guys, how much of the parenting, the mothering, the fathering, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I just I realized how much of the mothering and the fathering me and my brother, who are only 1 year apart, had to do for each other growing up. I remember being hungry and, you know, my brother, going and, me and my brother going out and having to scrape up change to find something to go to the corner store to get some chips, and you know what I mean? Because man, again, if you had a family to be there for you, look out for you, like be grateful for that, you know. But my brother has always been my hero, you guys. And for the past year, something that I have been dealing with on my own, because again, we don't like to ask for anything and we don't like handouts and we don't like people in our damn business and we're very private people, and you know, so for us to come out and ask for anything, ask for any help or be vulnerable, like that speaks fucking volumes. For the past year I've been battling by myself, of course, with my family, my family, like my husband and his family is so freaking supportive. I love them. Like honestly, I don't know what I would do without my husband and his family, because they're the most supportive. Like I've never experienced that level of love and support from my own blood. Do you feel me? Outside of my brother, really, my siblings too, but really my brother growing up, I mean, I feel like in so many ways, I owe my brother my life type shit. He's always looked out for me. He's always been like a father figure to me, even only being 1 year older than me. And again, I've been a motherly figure to him, because we had nobody else to lean on. Um, and I'm sure he feels the same way as it pertains to his wife and her family, because our blood family is it's just not what it needs to be. But for the past year, I've been battling by myself, really, as far as being really my brother's only blood family member supporter. The fact that he was diagnosed on April 1st. I'll never forget it. 'Cause I'm like, is this a joke? And it wasn't. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Um, and it was very heartbreaking, but we try to be supportive and uh optimistic, you know. And I've been supporting my brother the whole way through, more than our parents, more than anybody, because like who else do we have? And so I've been, whatever extra money, I give it to him, you know. Uh and I've been doing it. And it's just unfortunate because like my brother is a good man, you know. My brother is a really good dude. Like seriously, he's a great father. It's just unfortunate, man. He was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer. I do have his he sent me his GoFundMe today. And you guys, when he sent me his GoFundMe, that broke me. And the reason why it broke me is because he does not. And I know how we are. Like, we do not ask for help. And we're very private when it comes to things that bother us or what we're going through. Like, we'll share that with our loved ones, but to go to the public or anything like that, like that's fucking major. Like, that means you really need this. Like, that's not how we were brought up. You know what I mean? Like, you never, and I know, like, even people that wouldn't mind helping, like, we still are reluctant to help, like, to ask for help. Like, we just are not those type of people. Like, if you going through something, go through that shit, get through it. So when he sent me that GoFundMe today, that fucking broke me because I know that took a lot for him to put his problems out there for the world to see and ask, like, hey, can you share this? Hey, can you excuse me? Oh God. I wanted to give you guys that background so you can understand how near and dear this conversation is to me and how serious this matter is to me. And I am, as somebody that never asks for money or anything of that sort, I am going to ask of you all today, if you can, don't even give me a super chat. Like, just click that link. It's a link below to my brother's GoFundMe. Send it to him. Send it to him today. You know what I mean? Like, help. I am asking for help. And any other day, click the link, not just today. Just and he goes into all of the details about what's going on. Like, he got pictures and everything. Like, this is some real shit, y'all, that a young man has to go through. My brother is only 32. Like, what the fuck? And now I'm getting ready to pop my shit. Let me show y'all. Like, this is how close me. Look at me. Look at me and my little bald head edges. Like, that's me and my brother as babies. Like, since I was that little, I've been attached to my brother. No, like, look at him. Like, look at me, my little duck lips. Yeah, I'm so glad my hair grew, cause baby, whew, they just slid. Look, all my damn hair on my edges, ain't it? Shit. But like, this is how this is how, like, far back I can remember me. Just like, my brother is, man, outside of my husband, like, my brother has been that dude. like this. Like we would dress in the same type outfits type shit, you know. Like I would play video games with him because he didn't have a brother. I would go outside and, you know, play basketball with him. Like it's like that. Like that's how close we are and always have been. And so to get that news last year, it was just like devastating. But we don't like to ask anybody for anything. And so I just go out there and get it. And whatever extra I have, I give it to him. That's what I've been doing for the past year. A little over a year, you know. But today he sent me a GoFundMe and that let me know shit got real. But let me pop my shit real quick. My brother has always been a stand-up great man. Even from the time we were children, he was always well above and past his age, like always been like just stand up solid, smart, mature, everything. Like he's always been like that rock. And he got with a woman. Let me gloss my lips so I can pick myself up. Y'all know my lip gloss just helped me to cope. You know, it's a coping mechanism type shit. Hold on. He got with this female. I'm not gonna call her a woman. When we were kids, he was probably around. When was this? It was probably around like maybe 08. He got with this woman and I think it was 08, y'all. And was with her all the way until 2020, I believe, when they broke up. He married her and everything. They had their children. 2012. They had their first child in 2012. Or 2013, one of them. And I remember my brother just being, I mean, of course, like you start off like it's just like it's beautiful because of you kids, right? So what, 2008 with the girl, got with her, and then 2000 and I want to say it was like 2012 when they got married. Yeah, we were again still young, you know, young kids or whatever. And I remember my brother just something about his energy was just off. It was different as the years progressed. And he wasn't the same. He wasn't as upbeat as he used to be. He wasn't as, you know, inviting as he used to be. He was very he felt like it felt like his energy was just drained. And I believe a lot of it was from this female that he was married to. He was getting ready to leave her. And I hope I'm not getting the dates or anything wrong. I'm just going off of um my memory. I hope my memory is serving me correctly. But he was getting ready to leave her in 2012. And yeah, it was like right after they got married. It was like, I don't know what that's about, but it's like when you married a chick, all of a sudden everything like switches gears and everything just goes to shit. And I remember my brother calling me like, I think I messed up. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, man, I don't think I should have married her. Like he said, ever since I married her, like I just been feeling drained. Like I feel like she's changing and she feel like she got me now type shit. And my brother had to be like 22 at the time. And I'm telling you, it wasn't even 6 months later. It was maybe 6 months tops later to where it was like, I think I fucked up. I don't think I should have married this girl. And he was getting ready to leave, right? And I remember right when he was getting ready to leave her, she popped up pregnant. Now, y'all know how your little big sister is. I keep it all the way 1,000. I told my brother, and he had got me a job at Lowe's, where he worked at. And I remember us going on lunch break together, and he would drop me off at home and pick me up and all of that. Like my brother, he's been like my rock. Like he's been the one helping me out, right? And I remember on one of our lunch breaks, I was at work. I said, "This don't make sense. This don't add up." I said, "You don't think that it's strange how you said that you were getting ready to leave her, and then all of a sudden she pops up pregnant?" Now, I'm sure my brother has thought about this, and he was stressed out about it and everything. And he just didn't want to hear what I had to say at the time. I feel like he was getting mad at me, like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, come on now. Like, I already feel a way about her being pregnant all of a sudden. I'm like, but what's going on? Like, how is she pregnant and she's been on birth control this whole time? And how is she pregnant and all of this? You know what I mean? She's lying to him, saying that she taking her pill and whatever the shit was. And at the time, me and old girl, we were even cool. We were cool. She would talk to me. It was at one time I thought she was a cool chick until I found out like she was on some sneaky shit. Like, it's some females out there to where they can be jealous of the relationship a man has with the women in his family. You know what I mean? And I couldn't realize like she was jealous of the relationship that me and my brother had. Now, I told y'all the background. We were all each other had growing up, really. You know what I mean? And so, come on, by default, we go like my brother is that's my bro. Yeah, I wonder where I get a lot of my tomboyish energy. Like, I was a girl, but I was little bro in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And so, I kind of realized like she was jealous of how close me and my brother were, and how much he would talk to me and confide in me, and look to me for help and vice versa. Like, she was jealous of that, and she would tell him like, "I don't like how much time your sisters spend together," or whatever the case was. It's just like, girl, what the fuck? Like, we always made it something that was all inclusive. It wasn't even like my brother would ditch her and then come kick it with me. It was nothing like that. It was like, nah, we can double date. We can have, family gatherings and stuff like that. But she didn't like it. She wanted like my brother isolated. You know what I'm saying? She was the type of female that wanted my brother isolated all to herself. Very abusive behavior. And we don't really acknowledge the fact that it is females out there that can be very abusive as well, to the point to where they can suck all of the fucking energy out of a person and make them sick. My brother called me shortly after they had gotten married. I think they went to Vegas or something. He said, and my nickname is Bunny. My mama said when I was born, I was white with a pink nose. And so the Bunny name just stuck. To this day, my nickname is Bunny. My brother called me, he said, Bunny, I think I fucked up. And I said, what's going on? I said, man, it's just one of those phases. You'll be all right. Y'all, you know, everything has its ups and downs. He was like, nah, this is different. I think I fucked up. And I noticed how funny acting she would be, you know, once I came, like going around them and, you know, interacting with them. And like she was just very funny acting after they got married. It was like a switch happened to where she was not the same. Like, again, like we were cool. So I thought at one point. But once they got married, it was just like a whole different bitch. I don't know who the fuck she was. She had me fucked up though. But I'm trying to be respectful because, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful to my brother's situation and his family and all of that. But whatever, cool. Shortly after, he called me telling me he fucked up and how maybe he can get a annulment or something. I don't know what the hell it's called. But they were saying, you know, maybe he couldn't. Like, I don't know. Like she was fighting for it or whatever the case. And then she popped up pregnant. And so my brother felt kind of compelled to stay. Now, mind you, she's lying to him, telling him that she's on birth control and, you know, I can't get pregnant, all this other bullshit. And so whatever. But we still hold everybody accountable, right? So, fellas, I know that's fucked up that women can lie to y'all and everything like that and wind up pregnant. But I still got to hold you accountable and say, hey, y'all, if you know damn well you don't want to be with this chick, wrap it up, pull it out. Don't fuck it all. You know what I mean? But I understand how seducing, you know, how a woman can seduce a man and get him while he's vulnerable and while they're on good terms or whatever the case is, and then pull some shit. Like I know that women can do that too. But just for the sake of being balanced and fair, I gotta hold everybody accountable. And so while I know that's fucked up, like we just gotta be careful, brothers. If you know damn well she's not right for you, like do not ever raw dog a bitch that you do not see a future with, that you don't like that, because shit can happen and females be grimy. So she pops up pregnant out of all of these damn years. They've been together since '08. It's now, I think, 2012. How ironic when he tells you he wants to leave, you pop up pregnant, but okay, whatever. Like, my brother was really getting ready to leave her. And then she popped up pregnant and he was like, well, damn, I might as well just stay, you know, because I mean, and he said, and I hope I'm not, I don't know if he would want me to disclose this. I'll keep that to myself. Fuck it. I'm going to say it because it's part of my truth and we got to be transparent. And my brother loves his children so much to this day. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all how conflicted he was about this and how distraught he was and how much he did not want to be with her. Like when she told him that she was pregnant, he confided into me like that was the first time he ever contemplated like abortion. And he said he felt so hurt by that because it was like that's my baby, like that's my seed, like that's something that came from me. He said it was the most heartbreaking shit he ever had to face. Like, do I kill my baby type shit? Because I don't. He said I always wanted children, but I don't want this to be the mother. And I remember him telling me he like sat in the empty bathtub, like crying, like boo-hoo crying, like I don't know what the fuck to do. I believe that's what he told me. And I was just like, damn, it was he said, Bunny, it was that bad. He said, I felt like shit because on one end, it's like, that's my baby. And then on the other end, it's like, I don't want it to be by her. I don't want her to have any kind of influence on my child or anything like that. I don't want to bring my babies into some fucked up shit because they have a fucked up parent. And I know what it's like to grow up in a household to where there is no fucking household, and you know it's divided and it's arguing and fighting every day, and like that's the type of shit that we grew up in. Thank you so much. Is it Ti? Thank you so much. But hey, you guys, let me see. Do I have the link? Here is. I hope it's the link. This is the link to my brother's GoFundMe. Like, give it to him. But I appreciate it. You know, when I get paid from Google, I'll send him the money. Shit. So I'll still do it, but that's the link to where it can go to him directly. I mean, that's what I've been doing for the past year anyway. Any extra money I get, I'll just give it to my brother. And I've been doing it by myself. So I really do appreciate you guys. I do. Um mm. Let me get back to popping my shit because this is where I get pissed off at these damn females. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do. Because I know the type of nonsense and destruction a lot of females can cause. Now, don't get it twisted. Men can do it too. Males can do it too. But I feel like not enough women hold women accountable, which contributes to bullshit like this. But let me continue. She pops up pregnant. My brother's contemplating all kind of shit, but then he gets the ultrasound picture and he's just like, I can't kill my baby. That's my baby. Fuck it. No, I can't. I can't. So he ends up sticking it out with this shit. Right? Every time I visit my brother, I'm noticing that he is becoming more and more of a shell of himself. Y'all, look, do y'all see these damn baby pictures? Like, my brother always, like, he can be going through the most terrible shit and he gonna smile. He gonna make a joke out of it. Like, that's how my brother is. It can be some of the most, like, fucked up shit. He gonna joke about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's satire to a fault type shit. You know, like he'll make fun of his damn situation, his damn self, and it's as extreme as the situation is. It's like, well, you know what I mean? Like he's that type of dude. So when I go around him and I'm noticing more and more of his energy just being drained, and I'm noticing how bitter he's becoming. When I go and visit, I'm just like, what? It got to the point to where it was like, I don't even want to visit you no more. I don't want to talk to you like that no more because like you it's something different with you. Like you're depressing type shit. And I knew it was because of that chick. Right? Now my brother has always worked. My brother has always worked. He's always been extremely great with like money management, right? Even when we were kids. Like, for example, my daddy, he would give us lunch money. Peep this, y'all. My daddy would give us lunch money when we were at elementary school. Has to be, I think I was like in kindergarten. My brother had to be in first grade. My brother has always been very advanced. Like he's extremely intelligent. But like he knew how to write in cursive in kindergarten. You know, like he knew how to read in cursive in kindergarten type shit. Like that's my brother, not playing. My daddy would give us lunch money, and my brother always knew that we would be hungry as fuck when we got home. Like really, the only time that we would really eat was at school, and nobody would ever notice because we didn't complain or we didn't tell anybody. Like we just dealt with the shit, you know. And so we would eat at school. My daddy would give us $1.10 every day. I remember it. My brother knew that when we got home, we would be hungry as fuck, right? There would be no food really. at all. Like it was so bad, y'all, and nobody knows this. It was so bad. Mm. It was so bad, y'all, that we had like this condiment. It was like a condiment drawer. You know what I mean? To where you put like old ketchup in there, and when you went to White Castles, or when you went to McDonald's or Burger King, or you put soy sauce in there for when you went to the Chinese places and stuff like that. We would straight eat old packets of ketchup. Like that's what we would do when we got home from school, because it wasn't no motherfucking food. My mama wasn't around. My daddy would work all damn day. Like it was bad. You know, and so again, I'm trying to be respectful and not disclose too much, but that's the type of shit that we dealt with. And so my brother knew this. And so instead of giving his money to the lunch lady so that we could eat, he would just pocket his money. And I remember, and again, he in first grade, he would pocket his $1.10, right? And I remember one day he came down down the steps, and he had this wad of money. And my daddy said, my brother's name is Joseph. We call him Joe. He said, Joe, where you got his money from? And it was like, I just didn't eat lunch. And like he saved all his damn money. And so we had like this neighborhood, and I'm sure everybody, if you black, everybody had the candy lady, right? Everybody had the old lady or the house on the block that sold chips and candy and sodas and juice and stuff. And my brother, he saved all his damn money. He just sacrificed eating so he can have this money. And he can go to the candy lady on the block and get us something to eat when we got home. Or we'll go to the corner store when we got home, and we were able to eat like snacks because we didn't have shit. Like that's who my brother has always been really great with like budgeting and managing money and going to work and all of that. But when this chick ended up pregnant, yeah, we had the corner store and everything, Eric. When this chick got pregnant, and again, my brother always been the one that knew how to save money, and make money and budget. Like that's what he does. Like he's really good at that. My brother is extremely smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, I'm saying he can make minimum wage and he gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, damn, nigga, how you able to get that car off of this job? Oh, budget and save. Damn, how you able to get this type of flat screen TV? You know what I mean? Like that's who my brother is. So when this chick got pregnant, though, they come to realize that although my brother is really good at budgeting and managing money and stuff like that, she made more money than he did. And I'm trying to be respectful, but I'm pissed off. She made more money than he did. And she was not somebody that was fit to be a parent. Still to this motherfucking day, from what I can see, but I'm gonna shut up and mind my business. Not for real though, bitch. And so they came to the agreement that, hey, since you make more money anyway, and I'm gonna be the better parent, because again, let's take it back to what I said earlier. My brother has been a father to me since we was in diapers type shit. So like he's used to, you know, being somebody that can make sacrifices. He's used to being the one that knows how to be a caregiver or caretaker. Like he's used to being a parent anyway. So he's been a parent before he's even a parent of his own. So they came to the conclusion that, hey, how about I just quit my job? And I told my brother, and if he's watching this, he know I said, Joseph, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, I don't think that you should quit your job. He was like, well, she make most of the money anyway. And if I continue to work, our money would have to go to daycare anyway. So I might as well just stay at home instead of giving the money to the daycare. Like, it was kind of like a give or take type of situation. Like, let's put into perspective. You get pregnant, or you get a female pregnant, y'all both working, she makes more money than you, and once the baby is born, one of y'all incomes is going to have to go to, daycare and shit anyway. So how about I just stay with the baby, since that money that I would be making would essentially go to daycare anyway, and we'll just balance it out there. That was their thinking at that time, right? And it sounds good, but I'm telling my brother, like, I don't think that that's wise. You know what type of chick she is? I don't know. Like, I feel, and call me old school if you want to, but anytime the roles get reversed like that, it's a recipe for a disaster. Call me sexist, whatever, but that's a recipe for disaster. Allowing a female to be the breadwinner. I'm sorry, but in that case, it was like, what other choice do I have? Like, do I allow her irresponsible, immature ass to raise my kid, or do I do it? Because again, I'm more equipped to do it. She makes more money. Just send her ass off to work, bring the money home. I can budget it, I can save it, and I can do all of that, and boom. So I backed off once I felt like, maybe I was talking too much or overstepping my boundaries, right? I backed off. I say, okay, that's y'all conclusion, that's y'all setup. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let me post this link again, and then I'm gonna pin it. And again, like, you guys, y'all know, if you know how me and my brother are set up, like, we do not do this. We do not ask for help. So we don't ask for help. We don't let people in on our business or nothing like that. So for me to do this, like, I'm telling y'all, this shit is serious. Let me see if I can pin this. So if you can, like, please donate to my brother, man. He only 32 with stage 4. Can't, like, what? But I'm gonna get into it, y'all. I'm trying not to be overly emotional. I am a woman, though. Y'all gotta bear with me. Hold on. Let me see if I can pin this. Okay, that's the link to my brother's GoFundMe, you guys. I had a whole different topic picked out for today, and when my brother sent me that link, I said, "No, we talking about this shit. We'll say those other dope discussions for another day." But anyway, my brother ends up quitting his job. When the baby is born, my brother is doing it all, like, from birth. Like, my brother is playing mommy and daddy type shit, teacher, like, he's doing everything. I'm not exaggerating, y'all. Thank you, Juna. It said I donated 50. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And anybody that gave a super chat, I will distribute that over to my brother too when that Google AdSense check comes. I appreciate it. But let me say this. So when the baby comes, my brother quits his job, sends her off to work, he's raising his babies. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, the whole time I'm still noticing a change in my brother's, like, his demeanor was different, like his energy was different. But when he was around his babies, like, he lit up, you know? And so he just like, you know what? The baby here, I'm married to the chick, whatever. I'm gonna just try to make my family work. Right? And so many of you guys can probably relate to this. My Cash App, if you send me money to my Cash App, I'll send it directly to him. I don't know if he would want me to give out his cash out. Maybe I should give you his cash out. This is my brother's cash out. Let me see. $ J Cyrus J Cyrus Benjamin. Yeah. Okay, so that's my brother's cash app. You don't have to send it to me. Like this is for my brother. Like I gotta tell this and make it teachable, you know. But that's my brother's cash app. It should look like this. It ain't focusing. Hold on, let me second. I'm gonna screenshot it. But yeah, can y'all see that I did that's something I just sent him. Cause y'all know I'm big on like healthy eating and stuff like that. Like I feel like that can really help you with like any ailments and stuff like that. And so I'll get into that story in a second. Like I said, I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I'm going into it today. I got a lot to get off my chest. Let me say this. I'm also grateful that I get to express this. Like, this is something that I've been like holding on to. Like, of course, my husband and our family and stuff knows about it, but you know, to be able to get online with my family because y'all crown heads, like I said, like y'all are more like blood family to me than y'all know. So I think it's beautiful that I do get to express this with you guys. Um, but this is what it should look like. All right. I just sent him 250 the other day for juicing and smoothies. Like this type of shit I've been doing like by myself. Like again, I just gotta go get it. Like if I feel like I need to help somebody, okay, I'm gonna just go out here and get it, and then whatever extra I get, I'm gonna give it to you. You know. But that's his cash app if you want to donate to my brother. And just say, you know, Danica sent me or something, you know, whatever you want to say. But he does also have a GoFundMe as well. Um. Anyway, so he's trying to make it work with this chick because they had a baby, and he's just like, you know what it is, what it is. I'm married to her, got a baby. Let's just keep making it work. Few months later, I guess because he felt like maybe you know they can make it work, she gets pregnant again, right? And I'm looking like, ugh, she pregnant again, and he just like, I mean, we trying to make it work, blah blah blah, and so she pregnant again. I want to say it was maybe like 4 months later she was pregnant. Like it was quick. So now they got two babies. And and both of the babies are exactly almost 1 year apart because they're both of their birthdays are in April. So the babies are like damn near exactly 1 year apart. Again, he young, trying to make his family work. I guess they was on good terms at the time, but whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Years go on, right? Now, mind you, it's the same setup. He's not working. She is. Hold on. She's not working. He is. And he's raising the daughters. I'm talking about, once again, from the cradle, from the womb. Damn it. My brother. Everything that they know is my brother. Everything that they are taught is my brother. And they're very advanced, smart children. Although, the oldest one that they had is autistic, right? So my brother is working with her, and she's still smart, like really, really smart, you guys. Like he's teaching her how to read and stuff. Like, so she knows how to read before she's even in school, even though, she is, one of those special needs children. That's how hands-on my brother is with the babies. They know their colors and everything. I'm talking about not even in school yet. Know how to read and everything. And she knew how to read in cursive. I'm like, damn. I'm like, Joseph, that's the same thing that you knew how to do when you were a kid, but you were in kindergarten and you knew how to read in cursive. She's not even in kindergarten yet, and she's reading in cursive. Like, I thought that was so crazy. It was so weird to me, y'all. Can y'all imagine a little kid waddling over reading in cursive to you? And I'm like, what the? And she's autistic. Like, that was crazy to me. But anyway, so it's the same dynamic to where he's raising the babies. She's off the work, right? Now, mind you, she gets home, and I've witnessed this because I've drove out to go and visit my brothers a lot, sometimes, just check on him, see how he's doing. And I'm telling y'all, like, his energy was like, it was to the point where I didn't recognize my brother for real. It was like, damn, Johnson, you just you just gloomy. I would call him Eeyore. Y'all know Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, damn, Johnson, you kind of like Eeyore right now. And he would laugh it off, It's like, man, I just be tired, blah, blah. And when she got home from work, it told it all. Just a bitter bitch. Didn't even like the fact that I was over there visiting. She didn't really have a close connection with the kids like that, because she was always gone, and her kids would gravitate towards me. So my nieces, they would gravitate towards me, and it was like really natural. They would want to interact with me, play with me, just all of that. And she never did really have that connection with the kids. And I guess that was something else added on to her already being spiteful, and not liking me. It's like, oh, bitch, who are you? Like, what? You coming over here when I'm not at home and playing with my kids, and my kids like you and want to talk to you more. They want to talk to me type shit. But my brother would go on to tell me, like, she didn't interact with those kids and she didn't care about them unless somebody else was being entertained by them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kid, when she'd come home, the kids would be excited to interact with her, and she just like, oh, gone somewhere. Leave me alone. I don't got time. Go to your daddy. Ask your daddy. After he had been with the kids all damn day. And it's like, you would think, since you didn't get to see the damn kids, that you would want to spend some quality time with the children. And so I'm over there and I'm just like, damn, she just gonna treat, and they was little small babies. I'm like, damn, she's gonna treat the babies like that. Thank you, Jaleel. And he was just like, Like, my brother, like, literally was becoming numb. Like, to the point, it was just like, it is what it is. It don't matter. Yeah, whatever. Like, so my brother having to deal with them all day, every day, teach them, bathe them, play with them, discipline them. Like, he didn't have time for him damn self. And we all got different things. Hold on, yeah, my shit is, they trying to play with my connection. Let me make sure. Can y'all see me? I don't know why I said my connection is off and I got all my damn bars. But, and y'all know we all have different goals and dreams and aspirations and things that we want to do in our lives, especially when we're young. So my brother will be 33 in October. So they're just telling you how young he is, and it's so much stuff that he wants to do. Like, he wants to be a writer or, an author, like, he's really into like creative writing and stuff like that. And so I'm just like trying to encourage him to, still do those things. I feel like it's important for us to continue to motivate and inspire the people that we love. So when I would go over there, I'm like, Joseph, like, why don't you, dedicate some time to yourself? Like, I understand you got the babies and stuff, but dedicate some time to yourself. And he was just like, I don't have time to. So you don't have time to journal. You don't have time to write. You don't have time to sit down and think about what you want to do or what you need for the day, because your whole day is consumed with these kids. And then when the woman gets home, she's no fucking help. You know, it's like having another child, because she has an attitude and she's sending the kids to you, and you know, whenever she has an issue, she's dumping it on you and having you to fix it. So it's like, really, you're a single parent, and the woman that you're married to is a third child type shit. So again, I'm noticing this and I'm just like, whoa, this is terrible. You know? And I felt for my brother. I really did. I felt for my brother because, one, the fact that he was already having to make all of these sacrifices growing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I can't spend my money on a new toy or spend my money on, you know, getting myself all the snacks because I got to look out for my little sister, you know? Or, you know, I can't go and do this because, you know, my little sister needs that. You know what I'm saying? So, one, all your damn life, you've had to sacrifice and look out and be a damn parent. And now here you are, still young, with your own kids, having to parent and father them, and then the bitch that you married to, like, having another child, your damn. So my brother really never had a chance to enjoy him damn self. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what he wanted. He always looking out for other people. You know, and then she's always dumping everything on him. Can you help me with this? And can you do this for me? And can you do that for me? And it was like he literally had no time for him damn self. And I felt for him. Because it was like he never got a break. You know? Look out for your little sister. Oh, okay. Now you grown. Look out for your kids. And look out for your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's like, damn, when do I get a chance for me? And I felt that. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. And so I would try to talk to my brother and be like, hey, just make sure that you're making time for yourself. And, you know, just try to plan. I understand your day could be consumed with doing X, Y, and Z, but I mean, at least dedicate 30 minutes to yourself. And it was like he couldn't. Until one day, y'all. Until one day. This was back in 2019. I believe this was 2019. Mind you, he had been with this girl since 2008. Got married in 2012. I believe. And then either 2019 or 2018. I think it was 2018 going into 2019. My brother said enough is a fucking enough. And my brother's always been a very diplomatic person. And he sat this girl down, his wife down, his ex-wife down. And he said, you know what? I don't think that we're both happy. I think that we're both unhappy. How about we figure out an easy way to part ways? He said, don't worry. I'll still help out. I'll still help you with this and help you with that. But I just don't feel like we are healthy to be together. Mind you, everything that this woman has is because my brother has helped her to get it. Promotions and everything. She's not smart enough to do X, Y, and Z, but she got the brains at home, right? I already told you my brother's extremely intelligent. So, you know, he's telling her what to say. He's telling her what to do. And then they're looking at her like, she's the one that's doing it all. And lo and behold, it's her husband at home helping her with this shit. And so like her whole life is him. Like he's the machine behind it all. And he got tired. He got tired of being the brains behind everything. He got tired of being the backbone behind everything and everything. Nobody helping him. Again, relationships are about reciprocity. You're not pouring back into me. I don't mind being the backbone, but damn, can you be mine sometime? And it was like, no, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to do that. And my brother sat her down and said, I can't do this no more. And she made it seem like she was all for it. She was like, okay. Now, mind you, at this time, they had got a house built and everything together. Again, with my brother's planning and budgeting. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, she would make the money and then she didn't know what to do with it. Like, okay, I got the money, so what do I do? My brother would take it, budget, save it. He's working on their credit scores and shit. You know what I mean? Because she don't know. So he's paying off things. Like, all she is doing is taking the money and then bringing it to him, and he's doing everything. So her whole life is him. But then I feel like she started feeling herself and started to feel like it was her. See, sometimes these females, when you place them in a position of power, even though they're just the fucking face, they can feel like, oh, this is all me, right? So even though you're the one, quote unquote, bringing the money home and you're doing X, Y, and Z as far as working, I'm the mastermind. And when you place a female in that position and you are bossing her up, again, this is all your intelligence, all your wisdom, all of your knowledge, all of your patience, all of your sacrifice, all of your understanding, all of your doing. You boss this bitch up to a level that she could never do on her own. But because she's the one bringing home the money, she feels like, oh, this is me. She starts feeling herself. So she acted like she was cool with it, y'all. Like, yeah, that's fine. We can go our separate ways. We can do X, Y, and Z. And my brother said, okay, cool. Let's map out a plan of, how we want to do this. Whatever. I'm not working, so we're going to have to figure that out. Now, mind you, my brother is doing everything for this girl. The least you could do is give him the grace to have an escape plan. No, not at all. She acted like she was cool with it. And my brother said one day, it was like any other day, he was playing with the kids, teaching the kids, and they was getting ready to wrap it up and read them bedtime stories. And all that. They had just got out the bubble bath, out the tub or whatever, and he was getting ready to tuck them in and read them the bedtime story. It was at night. He said he got a knock on the door. Now, this day was like any other day, right? He's the one spending all the time with the kids. She's going all day. She would say she was at work, but he said she would really be out, with her friends or whatever. So he didn't even think much of it. It was winding down. I think he said like 9:00 at night or something. I don't know. It was, I know it was like at night and it was late. He got a knock at the door. Kind of caught him off guard because it's like, well, damn, I know she got a key. Maybe she left her key or whatever. It's the fucking police. Let me hit my Zoom. It's the fucking police. Telling my brother he gotta get the fuck out of his own house. A house that, yeah, she brought her money home to get, but it was, again, my brother's budgeting, structuring, ordering, paying of bills that helped her to, again, get her to the position that she was in life. She couldn't have done this by herself. Y'all know how females are. They make a bunch of money and blow a bunch of fucking money. Have nothing to show for it. So she was ever so lucky to have a man like my brother in her corner, like, no, I got you. And I'm still going to make it to where you're able to do what you want to do. I mean, I'm telling y'all, like, my brother is he was extremely supportive of this chick. Whatever she wanted to do, whatever dreams that she had, okay, baby, well, we'll put that into the budget and plan. Again, sacrificing them damn self. I'm trying to tell him, well, why don't you configure your own shit in there? No, it ain't. I just want to make sure my family happy. I want to make sure my family good type shit. It's the fucking police telling him to get out the house that he budgeted for. Y'all can go on and say, well, it was her money. No, bitch, y'all married. It was y'all money. So it's y'all house. And again, he was the brains behind getting everything structured together so you can have anything. Because a lot of us females today don't know how to do shit. We don't. I'm going to be honest. Can we be honest? That money would have been blown on purses, shoes, wigs, nails, clothes, weed, alcohol. Come on. Y'all know how many females I know that make decent money and got shit to show for it? So you should be so lucky to have a man to prioritize for you, to order your life for you, and still give you enough to make sure you want to do what you want to do. You were ever so lucky to have that type of shit in your life. I know some quote unquote boss bitches, broke as fuck, still in broke down raggedy ass apartments, still in broke down raggedy ass neighborhoods. You make how much money, sis? Damn. And you living like this? Where's your money at? So let's not discredit my brother's contribution. Let's not discredit men's contribution to helping to structure and budget a female's life, ultimately upgrading her damn self. Let's be real. Let's be all the way real. So many of us wouldn't have shit without the men in our lives telling us no, telling us, okay, let's budget this. Let's take money from here and put it there. We wouldn't have shit. Trust me, I see what we do by ourselves. Y'all think these chicks out here getting it. And they broke as fuck. No investments, no savings, nothing. It's blown on weed, alcohol, botched surgeries, nails, weed, hair, lashes, purses, fast food, because a bitch ain't cooking. Yeah, lace front, everything. Pedicures, manicures, individual lashes, bejeweled nails, bikini waxes. Just broke. Got all that money and broke because you ain't got nothing to fall on, nothing to fall back on. Police come to my brother's house telling him to get the fuck out. Baby scared. Like, what's going on, daddy? Are you going to jail? He trying to keep the babies calm because he confused. And he like, no, babies, it's okay. Y'all go back and lay down. It's just the police trying to figure out what's going on. It's okay. Police tell him he got word that he was, I don't know, being abusive or some shit. This is the type of shit females do. All because it's not working. It's not working out anymore. I don't want you anymore. Shit, I already extended the damn warranty. I wanted to leave a long damn time ago. But here your ass come, not taking your damn birth control pills, whatever the fuck the case was. Trying to trap a nigga. Absolutely, that happens. I still take, I still want the brothers to take accountability and responsibility, but I gotta be real, that shit does happen. Bitches be lying. I can't get pregnant. I'm on the pill. I took my birth control. It just didn't work. Bitch, please. Bitch is lying and saying that. And then my brother's the most sweet, patient, understanding, loving dude ever. No exaggeration, y'all. My brother be looking out. Even at the expense of him damn self. Like my brother is that type of dude. So when they pull up, like, yeah, she's saying, like, you know, you're abusive and you got the kids in danger and shit. He's just like, what? He's like, I'm the primary. Are you serious? Why would she leave me alone with kids if she felt like I was a... They was like, look, sir, all we can go based upon is what she's saying. We believe you, but I mean, you got to get the fuck out. Mind you, did I tell y'all the type of family that we don't have? So getting the fuck out means I'm going to go where? To family that I don't fuck with? And I just told you the type of people me and my brother are. We don't like putting our shit on other people. We don't like asking for help. We don't like people, you know, like we just don't like people in our business, all kind of stuff. So can you imagine? Mind you, my brother, he loves like the woods and shit, like nature and trees. So they all the way out in the middle of nowhere. Like they built a house out in the middle of nowhere. Like my brother loves that type of shit. He likes like rural areas, if that's the proper name. Like it's no houses for miles. It's no civilization for miles type shit. Like my brother loves that. He loves trees and nature and birds and animals. And so like he built a house in the middle of fucking nowhere. It was beautiful, but I'm like, I need people. So I mean, it was a long ass drive. And then in the middle of the night, April sound the same way. Yeah. In the middle of the night, it's like, whoa, where am I supposed to go in the middle of the night? And nobody is close, and my family, I really don't kind of have that. Don't have the best relationship with my parents. I think me and my brother at the time, we were at odds. We were at odds at that time. You know, my brother, he was just too, and this is my personal perspective. Like he was just too gloomy for me. And he was too, like, I felt like he was like lashing out. I'm like, dude, you need to get away from that bitch or whatever the fuck going on, because I don't like your energy. Like, so I was good on him. So at this time, it was like, where do you go? He had nowhere to go. And this bitch over here lying. And this went on from a whole year, I believe, to the point to where like he couldn't see his kids. Now, mind you, this is the only person that my nieces are seeing from sun up to sundown, every day, all day. They are like this with my brother. Like they are wrapped around him. Like he is all that they know. She put a restraining order on him and all kind of shit. He couldn't see the girls at school. Nothing. If he showed up to the school property, they called the police when he did. Like, it was bad. It was bad, y'all. I remember seeing my brother Boohoo cry. Do y'all know how hurt a grown, solid, masculine man has to be to Boohoo cry? That's some pain, bitch. Men don't do that. Strong, masculine men, it takes a lot for them to do that. So when I saw that, I'm like, whoa. He was like, Bunny, like, those my babies. And like he had went up to the school because she wasn't letting him see him at home or nothing. He couldn't even go to the house. So he was trying to go up to the school to see them. She called the police. Baby saw him at school like, Daddy, came running up to him. And then getting your baby's pride from your arms when they missed you. Again, this is all they know. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let's just put ourselves in the shoes of the child. You attached to your daddy or your mother. Your mama or your daddy on some bullshit, so they put a restraining order to where your parent that you are attached to, that you ride for, cannot see you, cannot touch you, cannot hug you. This is the person that wakes you up in the morning and kisses you and tucks you in at night. Can you imagine how devastating that can be for a child? All because a man does not want to be with you anymore. You're going to put your kids through that? You a fucked up individual. I would not ever put, you have to think about the children. I would not ever put my kids through that type of shit. I don't give a fuck how I feel about the father. That's how bitter y'all bitches be. You're not even thinking about how this can be impacting your kids. You my kids. You came out of me. But bitch, you ain't there. You ain't taught me shit. You don't play with me. You don't even like being around me. I'm a burden to you. But now you want to use me as a weapon? Now you want to use me as leverage? That was the most heartbreaking shit I ever seen my brother go through. I felt so bad for him, and it was nothing we could do. It was nothing we can do to help. Or just like, well, I mean, all you can do is go to the courts. All you can do. Now, mind you, he has not worked in years. Right? So his kids born in 2013 and 2014. And then all of this happened, I want to say 2019. So that's a big gap in between jobs. He's again been at home taking care of a special needs child along with his other baby. Because the mama ain't shit. She just know how to make the money. Because she got a job to where it was like a small company and they was cool with her. It's like, okay, whatever. We'll keep you on, even though you ain't shit, or whatever. So then me and my husband, trying to pull strings or pulling strings to get my brother on, at one of our family members, one of my in-laws' jobs, just to get him in the door. And he working and stuff like that. So and it's not a lot of money. Mind you, my brother, he was making pretty decent money before he stopped working. So to have to go back down to basically minimum wage, enslaving, that was a lot. That was a lot. And I fell for him, but I'm like, I mean, you gotta work, you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, DeMarcus. And so we got him on at a few jobs, and he was working, but all of his money was pretty much going to fighting court cases. And again, she was making money. We're not gonna lie, like the chick was making some money. Like she was making pretty decent money, to where she could put up some money to where she can pay a few lawyers and have them fight for X, Y, and Z. I mean, my brother was going through it, y'all. Like for real. He was going through it. I could see the physical pain and agony in my brother's energy, in his eyes, in his physical being. Like like my brother was going through it. He was hurting. It was like, damn, I'm paying all of this money so I can see my kids, and I'm still not seeing my kids. I'm fighting, paying all of this money, so I really don't have no money to try to save so I can improve my life, so I can give my kids a better environment. You know, had I do get them, you know what I mean? If I do get my kids, I need to have a stable environment to bring them in. But shit, I'm not able to do that because all my money is going out to courts. It was the most heartbreaking shit ever. And again, I'm trying to help, but it's only so much I can do. I got my own household. I got my own husband. You know what I mean? I got my own things going on, even to this day. Which is why I am asking for my crown heads to help. I am, because I've been doing a lot by myself, and it's getting to the point to where this shit it's got bad. It's getting. It's only so much I can do, especially being the only like blood relative that, like, me and my brother come on. We don't have a lot of people we can count on. And then the people that we can count on, like, they don't got really much. You know what I'm saying? So all we know is each other. And so I just been helping out as much as I can. So I'm kind of relieved that he started the GoFundMe so other people can help. You know what I mean? Because again, I've been sacrificing from my own household, you know, trying to funnel and stuff like that. They can get really taxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, then you got to make sure that you got enough put up to where you can pay off certain debts and stuff yourself. So it's just been a lot. I'm kind of relieved that he did do the GoFundMe so that other people can be aware of it and contribute and help, to where it's not just a burden all on, you know, people around him or even himself, you know, because there's only so much that we can do, only so much that we can give. And we got our own families, got our own problems and stuff, you know what I mean? But I seen him go through that, and I saw how draining it was and how heartbroken he was. My brother was broken. All because of a bitter woman. All he wanted was to have his kids, to see his kids. That's all. That's all he wanted. I saw the stress. I saw the amount of stress. Thank you, Eugene, that my brother was going through. Like I really did see my brother being physically sick. And I'm just like, what can I say? What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no amount of words in the world that can tell you, that can make you feel better about going through some shit like that. Like, what can I say? Like it was the most helpless, especially when me and my brother are used to being the rock for each other. We're used to being the one that help each other out. Like when my brother needed something, I come through. But in this case, it was like it was nothing I could do. It really was. All I can do is like just say, hey, like just keep focused, just keep doing it. You know what I mean? It's only so much I can do. And after a while, that shit can get corny. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I don't need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point to where like you don't even want to say anything, even though he probably appreciated the words of encouragement. But the way I'm set up, I'm just trying to put myself in the other person's shoes. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got X, Y, and Z to try to help, like, I don't really want to hear what you got to say. You're not going through what I'm going through. So just kind of like be the fuck quiet. Like, so I just had to pull back and just be like, broken heart, I'm serious. Dame, I'm serious. Like, that's how I'm built. Like, so I think like that. Like, okay, bitch, if you can't relate, you're not really going through it. You can't really help how you need to help, like financial and all that. Like, all your empty ass words is probably irritating at this point. So, like, it's probably best just not to say anything. Like, this is how I am. And again, he could completely not have felt that, but the way that I'm wired, I feel like that would be irritating for somebody to keep telling you these, you know, cheesy ass, corny, cliche lines like it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be okay. This is pretty fucked up, you know? Or you'll get through it. How do I know? I ain't never had to go through no shit like that. And I don't know if my brother would want me to disclose this, but I get to speak my side. It got so bad, y'all. I ain't gonna say that. I don't know. But let's just say this. It's some people out there to where it gets so bad, you want to take yourself out. You feel like shit, it's better to be up out of here than to go through this shit. And my brother was at that point. Like, his babies were his everything, his world. He sacrificed everything for them kids, poured everything into them kids, and to not be able to see them or have the means to try to get custody or anything like that, like, it was like, fuck this shit. What am I living for? It can get that bad. And nobody talks about that. It's some bitter ass females that push men to that limit. And everybody acts like women are just perfect and we don't be on no bullshit. It just be the men. No, it's some men out there that love the fuck out of their kids. Will give they last. And the bitter ass female knows that. And she will use that against him. That's fucked up. Oh, I know how to get you. You can't see your kids. These my kids. Ain't did shit for those children. As far as pouring into them. Everything that they are is what that man put into them kids. But yet they're your kids. Oof. I saw my brother. But see, my brother always has been resilient and strong. So we can go through some of the most terrible shit, but we push through it. Like, we're always like thinking about, okay, this is gonna make me stronger and I can get through it. Like, that's all we know, which is why we don't really ask for help. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to people that we know that we can't ask, it's like, well, I don't want to put that on you. You know what I'm saying? But I saw him breaking. I did. He broke. He did. He got to that point where he was trying to get up out of here. And it was all because of a bitter female. again, I like literally saw like it was like sickness coming over him. Like just looking, I'm like, that's not right. I'm like, Joseph, you gotta take care of yourself. And I'll never forget this, y'all. I'll never forget this. Me and my husband, I think it was on a weekend. Me and my husband, we were taking like one of our naps or something in the middle of the afternoon or something. I don't know, Y'all know how couples be. It's probably like on a Sunday or something. We were just chilling, watching shows, and took a nap. And I remember having this dream. It was a very vivid dream, you guys. I'll never forget it. In the dream, my brother was in the hospital. And he was on crutches. And he was like frail and sickly and everything. And it was like vivid. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And when I woke up from the dream, it was one of those dreams where you sit up in bed and you gasp for air. I was like, and I just started crying. And I always pay close attention to those type of dreams. I have those dreams a lot. Like I pay attention to those very vivid dreams like that. I had a lot of dreams like that, but that one really struck me. I woke up from that dream. I hopped out the bed and I called my brother, and I was crying. Like my voice was trembling. That's how intense that dream was. I said, Joseph, you have got to take care of yourself. I said, whatever you do, like, please just take care of yourself. Like, eat the proper foods, try to do meditation, like try to go out into nature, like, but please take care of yourself. Don't allow like this stress or nothing like that to get to you. I said, I just had a terrible dream. And I said, I think you had cancer. And I remember the phone got quiet. And he said, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to eat better and, keep my sanity, keep my peace. I've been reading and meditating and stuff like that, Okay. I said, Joseph, whatever you do, I said, just please take care of yourself. I said, that was the most intense dream. I said, I don't take those dreams lightly. I said, please take care of yourself. He said, okay, I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm going through so much, but I'm doing the best that I can. And he's already doing so great with under the circumstances, that he was dealing with. So I knew that he was doing the best that he could. But when I had that dream, I was like, look, I said, I'll do my best to give you money and stuff to help you out and everything. But I said, you have got to prioritize taking care of yourself. And I was really adamant about that. And lo and behold, it was like maybe a year later, he said that he had been having pains, or he had some kind of growth or something. And at this time, he had met a new woman. Okay. And she is now his wife. But he met a new woman, great young lady, very supportive, very sweet, very nurturing, very caring, everything that my brother deserves and needs. That's what she is. And I'm so grateful that he does have, her in his life. But he said, they were at home, and he had some pains or something, going to the bathroom. And he said, like, I don't know if this is too graphic or anything, like, but I'm trying to tell you how fucking serious this is. We go to the bathroom. He said it was nothing but blood, and his now wife made him go to the doctor. And y'all know how men are. Men don't want to go to the doctor. Men don't. It ain't nothing. I'll be okay type shit. She was like, you have got to go to the doctor. And so she made him go to the doctor, and they had found some kind of growth. And I remember him texting me and saying, like, we don't know what it is yet. We're still waiting for the results to come back. But we're optimistic that it's not nothing very serious. I'm just like, okay. Then on April 1st last year, that's when he told us that they told him that he had stage 4 colorectal cancer. Yeah. I mean, and to look at my brother like, you wouldn't think so. You know what I mean? Like my brother, he's always the one that's gonna be a beat. Again, like resilience is the word for my brother. Like that's what he is. And man, they just caught us off guard. Like, what? How? When? And he said the doctors had told him that he had at least had the cancer for at least the past 6 months. And the only thing that I could think of was like the amount of stress that he had been going through, going back and forth to courts and going to work and all your money going to court fees and lawyers. And, like, I don't think that we understand how stress can contribute to cancer and sickness and like disease and ailments. So not only do we not maybe eat the best, right? But on top of that, you're dealing with stress and anxiety and depression and just all this other shit. Like you combine that shit, like that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I really do, in my heart of hearts, with my divine feminine intuition, feel like the amount of stress, pressure, depression, anger, heartache, and all of that female that he was dealing with put him through. I really do think that was the icing on the cake that pushed him to have cancer. I do. And so many of us do not want to acknowledge the different elements that can go into sickness. Stress is one of the leading causes of cancers and diseases. We don't think about that. And again, I was seeing like my brother had become a shell of himself with that girl, going back and forth to courts and not having enough money to get this and get that in order because it's going away. Like it's like talking on the phone to a lawyer, $500 for a 1-minute conversation type shit, and that's your whole check. I believe that's what was the pushing point, the breaking point for my brother to get sick. I do. And can y'all imagine how many other men may be going through the same shit that's probably sick and don't know it? It's so important, fellas, for y'all to be very mindful and careful of the females, of the women that you allow into your lives. It's very important. They can kill you. They can make you sick. They can break you. It's very important. And y'all wonder why I be so passionate about the shit that I say and what I talk about and what I stand for. Y'all wonder why I hold women accountable so much. Because this is the type of bullshit that we do, and nobody bats a fucking eye. We make it seem like, oh, it was his fault. He should have never. He should have never. He should have never. Bitch, how dare you? Excuse him for loving you. Excuse him for putting himself last and putting you first. Excuse him for trusting you. Excuse him for believing that you could change and evolve and grow. Excuse him for trying to be a solid, masculine, providing, protecting, leading, teaching, guiding man. Excuse him for trying to be a good father. Excuse him for trying to take care of his damn family and his home. Excuse him. To the point to where he sacrificed his damn self for real. And this is what we do. And nobody says anything. Nobody does anything. He should have did this. He should have never did that. And it's like, when do females get held accountable? When do females get a mirror held up to them and they have to take responsibility for what they contributed to? Like, when does that fucking happen? You got men out here on the verge of death. And I strongly believe it's because a lot of bitches that they're dealing with. You're not feeding your husband or feeding your man the proper foods, both physically, mentally, emotionally. All of the above, we're not doing anything. We just got our fucking hand out, waiting for the man to take care of us, save us. Help me. Give to me. Even when I do give you something, I expect for you to give it to me right the fuck back. Ladies, I believe that we are killing men. A lot of these bitter bitches, y'all are killing men. Now, my brother is a trooper. My brother is a survivor. My brother had one of the most intense my brother had one of the most intense surgeries. And I really, my brother is strong. He really is. But he had a surgery, you guys. And I don't know how the fuck he's alive. I don't understand how he's a fucking alive. I don't. They took so much. They took so many organs. I don't know how he's alive. My brother is 32 with a bag. Do y'all hear me? Like, this is the type of shit that we deal with, and we don't say shit. We just keep going. Like, it's like, it is what it is. Like, we gonna make it through. Like, My brother be in so much pain, y'all, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Cause he gonna crack jokes, you know, he gonna laugh, like you wouldn't even fucking know. Like he was supposed to have like a 5-hour surgery, right? They say it was so much cancer and tumor and all of this shit. Like a 5-hour surgery, he said it was like 10 hours because they were just removing all kind of shit from his body. Like it had spread to his lymph nodes and shit. I'm just like, whoa, what? I don't know how he's alive. Like, and he had called me after the surgery. I didn't even know he was in the hospital. I had no idea. And I think my brother, he's really to himself, and he doesn't like tell what's wrong with him because I feel like he don't want anybody to worry about him. You know, so he'll just quote unquote suffer in silence. Like literally he be suffering and like in pain and he won't say shit. And I remember him, like, I didn't even know he was in the hospital. He had called me afterwards and he sounded like he was just like tired. He was like, yeah, I just got out of surgery. I'm like, what? He said, Bunny, they removed so much shit out of me. Like, I don't, they thought I was out of here. And he said, but I'm trying to go home. And I'm like, Jones, you just had an extreme surgery. Like, why are you need to stay there? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was like, Bunny, I don't like the environment. I hate hospitals. I hate it. I just want to go home and be around my family, you know. And again, I'm so grateful for his wife. Like they didn't know each other long. Like he met her like right after or right during like the divorce that he was going through with this bitter bitch. And she was like a blessing. You know what I mean? Like she really was. Like she was the one who told him to go to the doctor. Like if she wouldn't have said anything, they said my brother would have died within like a few months. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't like he didn't know he had no cancer or no shit like that. Just like you need to go to the doctor. And again, y'all know how men are. Very stubborn. Feel like I can get over anything. Oh, it ain't that big of a deal. It's like, dude, you bleeding. Like he said, it was just like blood gushing type shit. I'm like, what do you mean? You're gonna be? I don't want to go to the doctor. Like, what? You need to go figure out something. And so it's just one of those bittersweet things to where my brother was able to find like the love of his life and have a great woman, but at the timing, you know, but at the same time, it's the perfect timing because she's like the perfect woman for him to have at this moment. Like she has had her own battle with cancer and she overcame it. You know what I mean? I think she said she had leukemia or something, and she beat it. So like my brother, he's been going through a lot, but he has had like great support around him by way of her and her family. You know, so I'm very grateful that my brother ran into them the same way I ran into my husband and his family. You know what I mean? Because we really don't have that close-knit family like we need to in our own blood family, you know. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or discredit anybody. Like we got a lot of love and care for our family, but I gotta be honest, like it's not there like it needs to be. Like we can't call up any of our family and ask for money or like nothing for real. Like if anything, we're the ones that people go to. Like we are the rock. You know, hey, can you give me a few $100s or I need to pay my bills and you're ready to put us out? Like we're the ones that people call. So like we don't have that. And we're the youngest somebody's in our family. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful that my brother at least has that same experience that I have too with my husband and his family, you know, to where we can have some kind of close-knit support that we need. But it's just like crazy, like it's just like, whoa, it's beautiful, but damn, like did it have to happen now? While you find the love of your life and y'all got married and all of that, like they've been through so much already. My brother has not, like they just got married maybe a month ago or so. But they couldn't have the wedding that they really wanted because all their money is going towards medical expenses, you know. And my brother, like, he had got sick, and so he couldn't go back to work, and he hadn't been on his job for a year yet, so he had no benefits. You know what I mean? And he had lost, I think, like, if y'all go on his GoFundMe, he wrote it all out. I mean, he got everything that happened, everything that's going on. He got pictures and everything. Like, this is not a game, y'all. This is not some kind of scam. You know what I mean? Like, people be trying to finesse people. Like, this is not that, y'all. Y'all know damn well. I don't even ask y'all for fucking super chats. You know what I'm saying? And I've been dealing with this for over a year now. And I have never said, like, y'all need to give me some money. I've never done. So for me to do this now, it's like, I'm telling y'all, it's that serious. When my brother sent me that GoFundMe today, I'm like, okay, this shit is that serious. I'm gonna ask for help. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. But we didn't have that, so I'm grateful that he has that now in such a short amount of time, you know. So that's beautiful. But they've gone through so much. Like, they've had a miscarriage, all kind of shit. You know, they've been battling a lot, him and his wife. And I'm so grateful for her, because my brother, he stays a long way out. Like I said, he loves to be in nature and rural areas and stuff like that. And the woman that he's with, like, her family is in that, you know, little small town, and, you know, and so he's out there with them. And so a lot of the burden has fallen on his wife. You know, even before she was his wife, like, she was doing a lot. I mean, more power to that sister. Like, seriously, that's beautiful. I'm grateful for her. You know, but yeah, like, my brother, like, it's a lot of shit, y'all. And I really do believe it's because of that bitter female that he was with. Like, I feel like she was the one that pushed it to it. Because I'm telling y'all cannot sleep on the power of stress, anxiety, depression, like, all, like, just stress. You know what I mean? That shit can kill you. It can bring about so much disease, like, all kind of shit. And that's why I'm so adamant about, like, telling my brothers, like, really be careful. Really be careful. But yeah, I mean, he's been with a really supportive woman, and her family has been very supportive as well. And, you know, she's had to make so many sacrifices already, you know. But he got laid off from the job. Thought he had insurance, but because he wasn't on long enough, he had the surgery and shit like that, and the surgery was thousands upon thousands of dollars, and they got that bill. It's like, whoa, I thought I was covered. It's just like, no, nigga, you ain't covered. You ain't been here long enough for that. And so it's just been a mess. But my brother has been very strong. Very strong. Oh yeah, Magic. It can cause all kind of things. Stress, y'all have got to not sleep on stress. You know what I mean? Even if you eat healthy, you guys, and this is something my husband taught me. Even if you eat healthy, if you are stressed out, it can still have a negative impact on the healthy foods that you're eating. Like, it can, like, stress can make healthy foods toxic. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta very mindful of our thoughts, our energy, our emotions, the people that we have around us, the things that we are consuming, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta be very careful with that. I'm very adamant. That's why I'm all about holistic health. I try to make sure that my thoughts are centered and balanced. I try to make sure I'm eating properly. I'm exercising. Like, my anniversary was yesterday. I went to my husband's gym and I worked out. I drank smoothies. Like, I'm serious about this health shit. Like, I'm not playing with this. You know? I'm not playing with this at all. And my brother, he had been doing really good up until recently, which is why I feel like he went ahead and made this GoFundMe. Because, again, like, this is something that's been under wraps. He didn't want anybody to really know like that. Like, he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna fight this. But it got real. Thank you, Henny. Um, about maybe a month or two ago, I had a family gathering. I had like a family brunch at my house, and thank you, Broken Heart. I had a family brunch at my house, and I had my brother over, and my cousins, a few of my cousins, my brother's wife, their kids and stuff like that. And I had made like these vegan pancakes and stuff like that, and vegan little sausages, and it was a good time. We had a good time. We went to the park and everything. And my brother, he be in so much pain, y'all, and like you wouldn't know. He said sometimes like his leg gives out. It would just. Mm. But anyway, when we came back home from the park, my cousins had left, and my brother and his wife had stayed behind. And I remember him sitting at my table, and he was like sweating. And he was just like rocking, but he was trying to like still do stuff. And I said, Dizzy, are you? I said, Joseph, are you okay? He said, I'm in so much pain. And my brother never admits to being in any kind of pain or anything like that. So for him to say that he's in so much pain, he had to be in a lot of pain. Like he was in so much pain, he was sweating. I was like, whoa. And his wife said, she's really calm. Like his wife has a very calming, patient spirit. And she was like, oh, okay, it's okay. I'll just go down to the car and I'll go get the painkillers. But my brother says to the point to where he has to pop painkillers like back to back in order to just cope with life. Like, he said, I remember he told me, he said it feels like he has a headache all over his body. He said, imagine your worst headache. He said, and imagine that all over your body. He said, that's how it feels. He said, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. He's 32. What the fuck? And why I really want to go even harder with this dope discussion is because those same children that he had by that bitter bitch, those same children that he raised from the womb, everything that they know is him. Their intelligence, their personality, everything that they know is him. All the beautiful parts of them is him. What he's ingrained into them, what he's instilled into them. Do you know, you guys, that bitter bitch poisoned those very children against my brother? The very children that he went for broke for, that pushed him to the limit of developing cancer, stressing himself out, sacrificing, going. I'm talking about being pushed to the brink of wanting to take himself out. Like all of this was for those children. All of it was for them. And do y'all know that bitter bitch? Your daddy ain't shit. Y'all shouldn't like y'all daddy. He's the one that messed up our family. Bitch, you the one messed up the damn family. I've seen in it. You are not an active mother, an active parent. You were lucky to ever even have him. You were lucky that he stayed as long as he did. But he fucked up the family. He never even wanted the damn family. You were lying to you on birth control. Again, it's accountability, of course. Again, if you don't see no future with the bitch, don't fuck the bitch. And if you don't want to be with her, don't lay down with her. So it's accountability, but damn, bitches be lying. Butter you up. Make you feel like she's changed. Oh, I'm sorry. That shit happens. Manipulation happens. Even to the most brilliant of men. It happens, y'all. We're not gonna lie. It happens to the most brilliant of women. Come on. People will play on your kind nature. People will play on your forgiving nature. But he messed up the family. Now your kids looking at you sideways like, well, you're right, mom. I don't like daddy. He is the one that left. He is the one that asked for a divorce. He is the one that's this. He is the one with that. Then you see this, this bitch. Oh, I can't stand her. She's such a this is all my opinion. And I ain't saying your name, bitch, so you can't do nothing. We don't know who you is, bitch. She is such a piss poor parent. She really is, y'all. She really is. As I see this bitch, she drinking and smoking, licking on females, hold out. Every other post on social media is talking about, how horny she is and how she needs to get some dick. Like, just a piss poor parent. Ain't never with the damn kids at all. Like, where the kids at? You fought so hard to keep these kids away from their father. To do what? To send them to your mama? To send them to a babysitter? Anybody but him, right? Just a gross bitch. This bitch at every club, at every party. Hold out. I'm not lying. But then want to act like she the good parent. And here go the damn courts granted her damn custody. I'm like, do y'all not give a fuck about her social media? Oh, that has nothing to do with the courts. That has nothing to do with X, Y, and Z. All we know is she's the mother. And on paper, she's the one that's more stable. And all her stability is because of my brother. Because what I say earlier, a lot of females today, irresponsible, reckless. That's what she is. Which is why now the house that they had is gone. And this bitch back to roaches in apartments. Because again, my brother was the one keeping everything afloat. She was just the fucking mascot. He was the mastermind. He's the mastermind. You the fucking mascot, bitch. But then the very children that he fought so hard for, she poisoned them against him. Can y'all imagine how hurtful that is? I taught you how to tie your shoes. I taught you how to spell your name. I taught you how to read. I taught you how to write. I'm the one sacrificing my goals and my dreams so I can spend time with you and invest into you. Your mom was the one out here in the motherfucking streets being reckless. Didn't want nothing to do with you. She get home from work. She irritated by your very presence. She ain't seen you all damn day. I'm the one who did all of that. I taught you your ABCs. I taught you your 1, 2, 3s. I taught you your colors. Now when I contact you, it's like, Dad, why are you talking to me? How fucking disrespectful. And it's all because of this bitter bitch. But I have hope that one day they'll come back around if they haven't already. But I say all that to say that these bitter females will do that. And y'all wonder why it's so many, especially black men out here that are sick. Fight for their damn lives. It's these bitter ass bitches. They can kill you. Absolutely. In more ways than one. If not physically, mentally. If not mentally, financially. If not financially, emotionally. You know what I mean? To go from seeing my brother, and because we always love to play like tennis, and to go from playing tennis with him and running up and down to seeing my brother like have to hobble and wobble around, man. I bought my brother a boot. I bought him some crutches. Like, I've been doing a lot out here, y'all. I really have. So I'm so grateful that we can get a little bit more help. Although it was something that was heartbreaking and triggering for me because I know how much this takes for my brother to expose and stuff like this and ask for help. I'm grateful that he is, because it's only so much I can do by myself. You know what I mean? Like I said, I still got my own household. So I'm so grateful for you guys. I really am. I really am. Um, but it's just it can be a lot to see that. Can you imagine seeing your hero, right? Like, I feel like my brother has always been my hero. All the way up until I met my husband, my brother has been my hero. Thank you, MR. Yeah, that's true. We must stop ignoring the first red flag. We do. But can we be real, MR? There's some times to where you see the red flag, and when you try to act on it, and you do act on it, and it's like, too late though. Sometimes the first red flag is not until it's already on some shit, and some real shit already happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes. So I just want to make sure I'm acknowledging all elements of that. You know? But I do feel you. Absolutely, fellas. Y'all have got to start taking heed. The first time that you feel like something is off, leave it alone. Don't ask nobody's permission. Don't ask nobody else advice. Don't ask anybody else opinions. Like, if you feel like some shit is off, dead that shit. You know what I mean? Dead it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to fall on you. My brother has always been my hero, y'all. And I told y'all earlier, like, we've been, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, but we've been the parents for each other pretty much our whole fucking lives. When I needed help, I call my brother. My brother needs help, he calls me. Not your mama, not your daddy. They ain't doing shit. They can't do shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna go into all of that, but like my brother, like And again, we're only a year and 4 months apart. My brother was born October 27th, 1989. I was born February 1st, 1991. And so even with such a small age gap, like my brother has been my father figure. Even I can even say my motherly figure, all the way up until I met my husband. Like my brother was the one I would call. When I went through my breakup with my ex, my brother moved me in with him. My brother got me a job. You know what I mean? My brother was taking me back and forth to work. You know what I mean? My brother helped me get my first car that I still have to this day. Like my brother helped me get that. Not my daddy, not my mama. My brother helped me get my first car. And y'all know your little big sister cheap, so I held on to that motherfucking 2008 Chrysler Sebring. Guess the fuck I did? It's gone now. I gotta get rid of it now. But I held the fuck up. Look, I'm cheap, and my next car getting ready to be cheap too. All right, it's gonna be cheap too. As long as that motherfucker can roll around the corner, that's all that matters. I don't care about being fancy. I was going stun on the bitch. You know what I mean? Like I was really thinking about the nigga. You work hard. You're helpful. You help people behind the scenes. You don't tell nobody about it. You just do that shit. Like treat yourself, bitch. Go and stun on the bitch. And I was thinking about it, but our the way these gas prices set up and the way this inflation, I don't know about all of that. Plus cars depreciate. I'm thinking about long-term effects. So yeah, the next car gonna be cheap too. Sure is. Look, y'all, I held on to that 2008 Chrysler Sebring for as long as I could. It gotta go now. It got a bullet hole in the door. I'm from St. Louis, y'all. I'm from St. Louis. I don't know how the hell that bullet hole this big in the back. Is it the right side? The back right side of my door. That bullet hole this big. To this day, I don't know how I got there. My father-in-law be making jokes. He was like, "The nigga, somebody must have been into something. Somebody after you. You ain't telling the whole story." I'm like, I don't know how that bullet hole. I really don't. I don't know if somebody trying to send a message to me. I don't know. That bullet hole this big. It happened back in like maybe 2019 or 2020. And y'all know I don't be going nowhere. Like when I say I'm a homebody, I mean that. Like I be at home. So that's why that's another thing that I'm contemplating, or another reason why I'm contemplating getting a car, because I don't go nowhere. Like in the neighborhood that I'm in now, everything is around the corner. Like I can literally walk everywhere. I love it. I ain't gotta worry about no threats and like it's a good, decent neighborhood. I like this. But I don't go nowhere. And I was in the house for months, not going nowhere. And I went outside one day because I just felt I don't know. I wasn't going nowhere, but I went out to my car and I said, "Is that a motherfucking bullet hole?" That bullet hole this big and it went straight through. I said, "Damn, who the fuck after me? Let me find out somebody trying to send me a message like, yeah, Danique Marie, bitch. Yeah, you picked me, bitch. I got these motherfucking bullets for that ass." To this day, I don't know where the hell. I really do believe it was from like New Year's though, because y'all know how it is on New Year's in the hood. Bah, 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 bah. So I think somebody, something went up and came down straight through my damn. Because the way that the bullet went through, it's not like somebody directly shot it. It's like at an angle. I don't know. Thank you, Premium Man. I appreciate it. And again, you guys, I'm going to I'm going to take these proceeds that you guys give me for this dope discussion, and I'm going to give it to my brother. I am, because he needs it. But I do have, you guys, you don't have to give me super chats. If you can, the link to his GoFundMe is pinned. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It might be somebody thinking I'm a pygmy bitch trying to send me a message. I don't know. But I think it was from New Year's. Because I had went out I'm like, what is damn bullet hole? I think it came from New Year's when they were shooting and somebody had shot the damn back of my damn car door. But I gotta sell the car. I hope they take it. My mother-in-law told me about somebody I can give it to where they'll, give me a few $100s for it. And they gonna sell the parts on it. I don't care. Shit. That car don't start. It's on flats. I got a bullet hole. Get rid of it. I'm done with it. But I rolled them up until the wheels fall off, literally. Okay, I really did. And my brother helped me get that car. He sure did. He sure did. I couldn't rely on nobody else, but my brother came through for me. You know. And then around that time when I had got my car, that's when I had met Eric and his dope ass family was contributing. So I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. But yeah, we don't really have that. We don't have that, y'all. We don't have that close-knit, tight family. Like, a lot of our, I'm trying to really watch my words and be respectful, but our family is fucked up, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. It really is. Like, and we are the ones that were kind of like trying to be the glue. You know what I mean? Like, me and my brother tried to be the glue. We tried to be the upstanding people, make a difference, the generational curse breakers. Like, that was us. That is us. And although it's a handful of people that you can rock with, you can't rock with them like that. You know what I mean? I can't call you when I need help. You know what I'm saying? So like you barely even trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be gossiping, people be trying to use you. People be fake. I mean, but I guess it could be any family and every family, but I don't know. I just feel like ours can be a little bit worse. I'm not gonna lie, like, cause we ain't got like that. You can't call your daddy or your mama for no help, bitch. Nah, they call me for help. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's like the nerve, right? Like, it's like, damn, bitch, we already didn't have y'all help growing up or coming into adulthood, and then you got the nerve to turn around and ask me for help. Like, we've been motherfucking struggle all motherfucking life, and then you gonna ask us for help? Okay. So we don't ever get to be the kids then. Like, we gotta always be the parent. I gotta parent my brother. He gotta parent me. Then I gotta parent my parents. Like, come on now. It is too motherfucking much. It'd be too motherfucking much, y'all. But I mean, such is life. It's such is life. And I mean, with all due respect, I'm just being honest though. Are there some good things that people have done? Sure. Yeah. So we're not gonna take that away, but we gotta be real at the same time. Yeah, I'm just venting, like, getting a lot out because, like I said, this has been something that's been like, I've been having to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Mm. But yeah, my brother has always been my hero. And so to see somebody that you have looked up to and looked to for help to be going through some shit like this, it's devastating. It really is. He said this is therapy for all of us. I appreciate it. I hope. That's why I always try to make sure that everything that I do is meaningful. You know, even when I'm clowning, acting a fool, off the chain, like I still try to make it meaningful and teachable. You know, that's part of my purpose, I believe. And I believe all of us go through certain things in order to, you know, be of service, be of help. Like everything that you're going through is for a divine reason. I do believe that. And even if you don't believe that, shit, make a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like try to find the silver lining in everything. That's what I try to do. I'm like, damn, like I've been through so much. It had to be because I was built for this. It had to be because it's something I have to learn. It's something I have to take away from this. It's something that's going to build me even more. Or I can be used to help somebody else or be a of service to somebody else. Like I just really try to find the silver lining in things, even the most heartbreaking, scary shit. And I know my brother's the same way. And that's why I say he is so resilient. Um, because y'all have no idea. Like my brother, he's always been strong, optimistic, upbeat. And for to see that female take him through the mud like that, and then to see him being like physically brought to illness and sick, like that's just it was heartbreaking. And I apologize, you guys, that I'm not reading your donations, but best believe I will go back and read them for myself. Hold on, let me see if I can do that now. I know we've been on here for a while, but I do appreciate you guys. Like I said, I didn't know how long this was gonna be, but I still feel like I have a lot on my heart, but I don't want to keep y'all too long. It's already coming up on 3 hours. But let me see. Can I go to the top? And again, big shout out to all of y'all that's giving generous donations. Thank you guys so much for supporting my brother's GoFundMe. Please continue to do so even after the stream is over. Like please. You know what I mean? And I will also post on my community tab. And in our future dope discussions, I will also link his GoFundMe as well. But let me see. I want to do that before I get up off of here, read y'all donations, because that's very generous of you guys. Thank you so much, Amanda. She says, thank you for humanizing your parents. Yeah, and I get that. And that's something I have to learn, Amanda. I had to learn to try to see things from other people's point of views and perspectives and not be so harsh, because I understand that we all go through different things. But at the same time, Amanda, I can't take away my own experience. And that's something that I've battled with. It's like, yeah, I understand that you grew up like this and you went through this as a child and you didn't have this, to help you and all of that. But at the same time, you put me through this and you did not do this for me. You know what I mean? And so it's just been kind of difficult to find that balance to where it's like I understand, but I also have my own experience that I need you to understand and not to discredit and diminish my experience based upon what you've gone through as a child or what you're going through currently. Like, don't diminish my experience. Don't make me have to say, fuck what I've been through because of what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like I had to have done that a lot of my life, especially with my mother. You know what I mean? It was always like, well, yeah, I wasn't here and I didn't do this and I didn't do that, but I went through X, Y, and Z. And I always had to like suppress my own feelings so I can understand her and so I can be more compassionate for her. You know what I mean? To the point to where it's like, well, damn, like when do I get to cry though? And when do I get to be sad? When do I get to be angry? I can't, because according to you, it's not on you and it's not your fault. And you went through this and you went through that, but it's still my life too. I still have my own experiences. So I feel like if you are a parent, and you've done certain things or you didn't do certain things for your children, like it's important for you to also acknowledge that and not make your child feel like they have no right to fault you or blame you or hold certain things, against you, or hold you to a standard or hold you accountable. So I'm able to do that. I'm wise enough to make sure that I'm acknowledging what you've gone through and your experience, but I feel like a lot of times, I've had to dim down what I've went through to make somebody else feel better. You know what I mean? And that's not fair. Thank you, sportsman. We love you, Danica, and I got your back. I appreciate you so much. I know you do. Thank you so much, Miss Crimson. She says, for your anniversary, my beloved sis, also, we're here for you. Sometimes we have to reflect and let our emotions come through with the message. Love you, sis. I love you too. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much. I'm just gonna call you Ti. To the man who helped you become who you are and consequently helped us. That's beautiful and that's dope. And that's why I think it is important for us to share what we've gone through, because you never know what can inspire somebody else or help somebody else to release, or give somebody else motivation. So I'm grateful, even for all of my quote unquote setbacks and trials and tribulations, stuff like that. Like I'm very grateful that I went through it, because I was able to become more wise and more powerful and gain more strength in order to help somebody else or just help my damn self. You know what I mean? Thank you, Ryan. Just donated 100 to your brother. Thank you so much. Thank all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful, so humbled. Like I said, you guys, it's been a taxing burden that's been placed upon all of us, my brother included. You know what I mean? Because my brother is the type of guy to where he will suffer in silence if that means not being a burden to somebody else or making somebody else be inconvenienced. So thank you guys. It really does lift the heavy load off of all of us, you know, because for so long I've been like the only one in our family really helping like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our blood family. I'm been the only one like, okay, I know I gotta pay this, I know I gotta do that, I gotta make sure I got enough of this and make that. But my brother needs this, my brother needs that. And his wife just recently lost her job. It's just a lot of shit that they're going through. And they're such amazing, dope ass people. That's why it's so heartbreaking. Thank you, Jaleel. It's like some of the worst shit be happening to some of the greatest, amazing people. But like I said, I believe it's just to make you stronger and learn and be an inspiration for somebody else. You never know who you're helping. You never know. Thank you so much, Demarcus. Appreciate you. Thank you, Eugene. Evidently, this female is jealous of your brother's intelligence, ability to be attached to his children, and his ability to commit. This female played her money card to try to emasculate him. That's exactly what she did, Eugene. And I don't think females understand that when you do that, all you do is make a man resent you. You're not gonna make a man love you by trying to emasculate him and hold things over his head. You're gonna have the opposite effect. You're not gonna make him feel like, oh well, I might as well stay. It's like, no, I hate you now. I resent you. I really gotta get away from you now. So trying to pull those type of games, it backfires. Thank you, DeAndre. A girl asked me, do I believe in marriage? My answer is no. And I don't blame you dealing with these bitter ass females. I'm not gonna lie. And then that's the thing. We wonder why so many men don't want to get married, and so many men don't trust women, and so many men don't want to be vulnerable or nothing. Because look what happens. Look what can happen when you trust a woman. I'm sorry, a bitter bitch. Look what can happen. You say, I'm gonna quit my job. You know what? I'm gonna take care of the special needs children while you work. And this bitch to pull some shit like come on, y'all. And then we wonder why. We wonder why we go so hard with these dope discussions, with these topics. with holding women accountable. Nobody does. And we're able to get away with shit like this. Thank you, Devon. He says, I went through the same thing fighting for custody of my child. By God's grace, I won. It was the hardest fight of my life. Prayers to your brother. Man, it's crazy. I'm happy that you had a greater outcome, though. At least you had a better outcome. Thank you, Terrence. I can understand his pain. I've been through surgery myself plenty of times. I'm also on dialysis. I've been on dialysis for going on 10 years. Wow. See, y'all never know what people are going through. And I salute y'all. I really do. I salute y'all. Because it's a lot, you know what I mean? But it's all about just making sure that you know that you're fucking resilient and you were built for anything, for any obstacles you can overcome. You can. Like for myself, for example, like, yeah, I'm not going through half of what a lot of y'all are going through, but having to deal with loved ones going through that, you know what I'm saying? You know how taxing that can be, how heartbreaking that can be, devastating that can be. But what do? I still come on here like nothing going on. Y'all didn't even fucking know that my brother, that I'm very close. Y'all probably even know I had a brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably even know. Y'all probably even know I had a brother that I was close to that had stage 4 cancer. You know what I mean? That's getting through that. You know what I mean? That I'm having to funnel money. Like I'm showing y'all. Look, this is what I just gave him. What, on the 5th of June? And I have been like, I'm giving these type of donations to him like whenever I can, as frequently as I can, by myself. Because again, we don't have no family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look what it was for. I said for juicing and smoothies. Because my brother called me. Well, no, he sent me a text message that day on June 5th. And he was like, Bunny, I'm gonna need some smoothie recipes because I'm not able to keep my food down. I'm not able to eat solid foods. And I was like, okay, well, let me get you these smoothie recipes, you know? And I'm sending them things over. And I know how expensive that shit can be too. And I know nobody's over there working. And so I'm cashing out by myself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no parents, ain't nothing. Like, this is us, again, having to parent each other. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this our whole life. Yeah, I mean, countless donations I've been given to my brother because I mean that's all we know to do. We all we got. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. Outside of our significant others and their families, we all we got. And again, we have a handful of people in our family that we can rock with, but not to the extent that, you know, you would need a family to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I can't call you up when I need to hold something, or, you know, nothing like that. Like, we can kick it. Yeah. I can call you up to kick it, but for the most part, people calling you when they need something. Like, we really are the backbone and the rock of the family, like, for real. Until you cut motherfuckers off, like, look, I can't continue to do this. And I read that in 50 Cent's book. I went to the audio book. And he said, you got to start paying attention to the withdrawals and deposits as far as the people in your life. And that really stuck home with me. That really hit home with me because it was like, I started analyzing like people in my life and my family, whatever the case is. And I come to realize that like, I'm always the one having to make deposits into their lives, whether it was financially, emotionally, you know, whatever, mentally, everything. And all it was on my end was withdrawal. Me giving. And they just take. And it was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. And what was really an eye-opener for me was some of the very people that I side-eyed. And I was like, no, I can't fuck with you because you this and you fake and you toxic and all this. I come to realize those people that I was holding that over and holding that to, they've made more deposits in my life than the people that I actually thought I really cared about and loved and was the closest to. So I'm like, oh, fuck that. I'm on some bullshit. Let me distance myself from these individuals to where they start to feel entitled and they take advantage of your kindness and your love and all of that. And let me let these people back in because maybe I got some shit misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that I was like side-eyeing, they had made more deposits in a positive way into my life than the people who I thought I was the closest to. And the people that I was the closest to, it was all about what I could do for them. That's not fair. And I'm like, oh, I got this all wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna start hanging out with certain people again because I was just like in my feelings, like, no, y'all toxic. I can't hang with y'all. Y'all got bad habits and stuff like that, and rightfully so. We're human. We got our faults and flaws, right? But I had to sit down with myself and say, Danica, you ain't motherfucking perfect your damn self, and really start analyzing what these people have done for you. They've done things for you more so than the people that you claim to love the most. You know, so yeah. Thank you, Hurt. Thank you for promoting the importance of wellness and happy anniversary to you and Eric. Thank you so much. It's extremely important, especially for the Black community, you know, because this American diet is not something that is suitable for us. It's just not. You know, it's a reason that we are lactose intolerant. It's a reason that, you know, we get sick off of certain, you know, consuming certain things that other groups of people don't. Like, it's just not built for us. So we got to really start taking our health seriously. And let me say this to her. And I really contemplated even sharing this. Again, you guys, I pay very close attention to those very vivid dreams that I have. This was about a month ago. I had a dream. I was taking a nap. Y'all know I love it. Maybe you don't know, but I'm really into like holistic health and make sure that I'm at peace and grounded and stuff like that. So throughout the day, I listen to like affirmations. I do meditation and stuff like that. I read, you know, all of that. And this one particular day, I was getting ready to lay down and take my nap. Well, I do meditation, but I usually fall asleep when I do meditation. So I'm laying down and I put on my affirmations with the hertz and the frequencies and stuff like that, just to like really soothe myself, and you know what I mean. And I had this very vivid dream. Now, this particular day, I didn't put on any affirmations. I just solely listened to like the frequency, the music. So it's probably like 528 frequency hertz. You know what I mean? I just put it on. It's very soothing, very calming. And it just kind of helped me to like relax and meditate. And I usually drift out to sleep. So I did that, and I still had the music and everything playing like I usually do. And I went into this very vivid dream. I only shared this with my husband first and then my brother. But anyway, I had this very vivid dream. I was walking down this alley. It's weird as shit, right? I was walking down this alley and I had on my AirPods. And it was the daytime. And something was telling me somebody was calling me. And some told me to just stop and turn around. And I stopped and I turned around, and it was this white lady, right? It was this white lady. And she looked like a detective or something. I don't know. It was weird, but the dream was like vivid, clear, crystal clear. Like the same dream I had of my brother when in my dream he had cancer and then he ended up having it. Ooh. But she said, Danica, I have been calling you this whole time and you have not been listening. You have been ignoring me. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I had my earphones on. I didn't hear you. You know, and I was like trying to like plead my case type shit. I don't know why I felt like I was getting in trouble. Like she was getting ready to take me to jail or something. I don't know what the hell was going on. But she said, okay, but I've been calling you this whole time and you've just been walking with your headphones on, not listening. And I said, I'm so sorry. I had my earphones. I didn't hear you. And so I followed this white lady. She had led me to like this group of women. It was the weirdest shit, y'all. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy, right? But it's okay. I could be inspiring somebody to embrace they damn crazy. She led me to this group of women, and it was like we went down these steps. And I remember to the right of me, it was like this big ocean, and it had like a yacht or some kind of boat. I don't know. But then to the left, it was this room. And I guess they did like yoga, or I don't know. I thought it was like yoga class. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was like this group of women. They were all different race and backgrounds, right? So it was white women, black women, Arab women, like Asian women. Like it was a whole mix of different women. And they led me down to this room, and again to the right of me was like the ocean and the boat, and then they had this room to where they were doing like some kind of session or class. I thought it was yoga. Okay, I didn't know, but I asked them. I said, "So, what are y'all doing in this room? Are y'all doing yoga?" And they were like, something like that, but it's a little bit more intense than yoga, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Y'all weird as fuck, but okay." But they were like, Danica, you need to come into this class with us because Madia has been calling for you for some time now. Now, y'all, I don't know what the hell this is. I have never heard of no Madia. I don't know. They were saying like Madia or Madia. I don't know, y'all. MAD, like Madia, like Tyler Perry. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, maybe y'all have more knowledge than me. I don't know. But she said, "Yeah, Madia." The way that they said it was different. They said it with like an accent. It was like Madia or something. She has been calling you for a while, and you've been ignoring her. And she said, unlike a lot of us, you've actually seen her. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. And then in my dream, I started getting like a vision. It was this black lady. She was like dark brown skin. She had really smooth skin. She was dark brown skin, very smooth skin. I remember she had like a broad nose, slender face, and she had locks, but they were like small, like sister locks almost, but not quite. And they were like mixed in with like gray and white. Right? And yeah, damn, hold on. And she said, yeah, she said, a lot of us, we've never seen Madia before, but she came to you in a vision and you've seen her before. Now, in my waking life, you guys, y'all gonna think I'm crazy again, but it's okay. In my waking life, this not a dream. I was getting ready to lay down to do one of my, daily meditations, my affirmations, so I can drift off to sleep and I can reprogram my subconscious mind for abundance and peace and prosperity and good health and all of that. And right before I laid down in my bed, I got this vision of the same lady that was in my dream. Black lady, broad nose, beautiful, clear, smooth, brown skin, locks that fell to her shoulders. And it was mixed in with gray and white. Like she was beautiful to me. You know what I mean? And she just stared at me. It wasn't like an evil look. It wasn't scary. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't sad. It was just like a blank stare. And she just stared at me. And I said, okay, let me just go about my damn life and go to sleep. And I just brushed it off. But then it came back to me in this dream. Now, apparently, Madia is like this mother of all mothers. Yeah, I know y'all. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy as hell. Look, I'm being vulnerable and open today. Okay, we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming in the future, but today is one of them days we gonna expose our crazy and what we going through. Shit. And I said, yeah, I've seen her before. She said, yeah, a lot of us never seen her before. She actually came to you in a vision. And in my real life, I really did see this lady in the vision. I didn't know what it was. I just brushed it off like, what the fuck? I don't know. But they made me take off my shoes before I entered into this room that I thought was used for yoga. They told me it wasn't for yoga though. It was something more intense. They wouldn't tell me what it was though. But they made me take off my shoes before I entered this room, and they told me, Danica, we need you to go to the front of the stage. So in this room, it was like a whole bunch of like different types of people. But I think that they were women. But I think I remember seeing men too. I don't know, y'all. But it was like all different races of people in this room. It was the weirdest shit. And then they had a stage in the front. And it was in the daytime, and they didn't have no lights on, but it was like the sun coming through the windows, but it was like a dim lit room. And they made me go to the front of the stage. I took my shoes off, and when I walked into this room, y'all, it was like this clear piece of paper, like plastic, but it had words written on it in like different colors. And I remember at the top of the paper, it said abundance. I don't know. Just bear with me, y'all. This was a vivid ass dream. It scared the shit out of me, okay? It had abundance written on it. It was at the bottom of my foot. And I took it off and I said, what the fuck is this? And it had abundance on there, prosperity, just like all these like great affirmation words. And they made me go to the front of the room. And I went on the stage, and they start spinning me around in this chair. It was the weirdest shit, y'all. So I'm spinning around in this chair, and I'm like, y'all weird and y'all crazy. What are y'all doing spinning around this damn chair? And they're like, nigga, be quiet. And so I have to be quiet. And they start spinning me around, and they start showing me different visions and images. I remember seeing that same lady, the same black lady with the smooth skin, the real straight face, narrow jaw. Like, she was beautiful though with the locks. And she started talking to me this time, y'all. And she had a very like firm, assertive voice. It was like she was like a divine woman. Like, she was just like a powerful divine woman. I can't explain it. She was like the mothers of all mothers type shit. And all these different women of different races were worshiping her. And she was a black woman. Look, y'all can look, just whatever. So they start spinning around this chair, and these different images start coming to me. And in these different images, it was like I was going around painting different establishments green. Just bear with me, y'all. It had to be some symbolism shit. I don't know. But she said, Danica, this is what you were supposed to be doing. This is what you are supposed to be doing. And again, you guys, this was the most vivid dream. And I remember going to like different restaurants or stores and stuff, and like they were just like painting the walls green. But then it went on to show me like different products that were like organic and green. And like we were turning everything like plant-based and healthy and green. And this Madea woman, she was just telling me like, this is your purpose. Like, you are supposed to be inspiring people to turn the planet green. I don't know, y'all. But she went into that. They started showing me people that were sick and they were on the ground. I thought they were dead. And I said, okay, my dear, I don't want to see no dead people. She said, be quiet and listen. And let me show you what you're supposed to be doing. And y'all know me, like, if you don't know, like, I'm really like squeamish. Like, I don't like to see dead stuff. I don't like blood and guts. And so when I saw it in my dream up close and personal, and it's like clear as day, like dead people lay on the ground, I was like, okay, my dear, I don't want to see this. And she told me to shut up, be quiet, and watch, because you need to be paying attention. So then all of a sudden, they started like cleaning these people. It was the weirdest shit, y'all. Again, I'm sure that it is symbolic, but it was like these dead people laying on the ground, and they had like white lab coats. I don't know, y'all. To this day, I don't get it, but I'm trying to like put it together. But they started brushing them, like, or sweeping them with like these like brooms, but they look like brushes. I don't know. And all of a sudden, they started getting healthier and rising up from the dead. And they started being happy. And, you know, it was like, yeah, you turned them green. And I take that symbolism as, you know, maybe I'm supposed to be inspiring people to eat healthier, or, you know, have more organic, healthy, green items in their homes. Just overall, like, healthy, plant-based diets and environments. Like, and that's what they showed me. And then she went on to show me like this establishment with like children. I remember seeing like these little kids and they had on like karate suits and stuff. I remember seeing like little girls and little boys, and like it was like we were teaching them martial arts, but the establishment was green, right? So they had like healthy foods in this little martial arts place for the kids, and healthy plant-based organic products for them. And we were like teaching them martial art. Like she was like, Danica, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be inspiring people to eat healthy, practice healthy lifestyles and everything. This is your purpose type shit. Bring together healthy families, practice holistic eating and all of that. And then in the dream, this Maria lady told me, why do you think we put you with Eric? This shit scared the shit out of me, y'all. I was like, what? She said, yeah, this is why we put you with Eric. We put you with Eric because we knew what path he was on. And so we knew that, y'all would make a good team because he's vegan and he's this, that, and the third, and he's introducing you to different things. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be encouraging and inspiring people to go green. This dream was crystal clear, y'all. Scared the shit out of me. And this black lady that all these women were worshiping of all races was going off on me. Y'all, to this day, I don't know what the hell. But that same day, like, I woke up from that dream and I was crying. Y'all know me, y'all. I had so many dreams like that. I'm not gonna get into all of them, but that just goes to show you another dream that I had to where it was like this revelation type deal. And I woke up from this dream and I was crying, and I had texted my husband because he was at the gym and I didn't know if it was with a client or not. But I texted him, I said, I need to talk to you now. And he said, okay, call me right now. And so I called my husband crying, telling him about this damn dream, about how I'm supposed to be encouraging and inspiring people to eat healthy and go green. And he was like, well, just make sure that you practicing what you preach. Y'all know Eric Bell. He going to tell me to start at home. He going to tell me, make sure I'm doing what I need to do first before I start trying to tell other people what they need to do. And that's what I've been doing. So, I really do feel like it is a part of my purpose and a part of my mission and my job to encourage you guys to practice more healthy, balanced diets and lifestyles, and just try to be as organic and natural and plant-based and healthy as you can, because I'm telling y'all, this shit is getting real out here. Like, we too young to be out here suffering from cancers and diabetes and heart disease. Like, we young as fuck. Like, they got little kids out here with cancers and diabetes. You know what I mean? Like, that's supposed to be an old person's disease. It's supposed to be for old people. But it goes to show you how unnatural our lifestyles are, how against nature our lifestyles and our habits are. And so that's why when I come on here, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking alcohol, smoking weed or cigarettes or blunts, nothing like that. When I come on here, I'm drinking water. I put chlorophyll in my water. I'm drinking smoothies. You know what I mean? Like, I really am trying to show and prove to you guys that we have got to be our own saviors, and a big part of that is making sure that we are implementing healthy, plant-based, organic, natural foods. I mean, I'm not telling y'all to go vegan or vegetarian or like that, but just make sure that you're implementing more greens and fruits and stuff into your diet, smoothies, water, cut out certain toxic drinks and habits and hobbies. Like, it's very important, because as y'all saying, like, we're getting sicker younger. We're dying younger. Something is wrong, something's off, So I do believe it's a part of my purpose in this life to encourage and inspire y'all to take care of yourselves and your families, to have healthy, balanced relationships. That's why I go so hard. Y'all think I'm just being evil, I'm being mean, and I'm pandering to men. Like, no, I see how we are contributing in a bad way to our relationships, to our societies, to our men, how we're killing each other and all this. And I'm trying to call this shit out so we can correct it. Like, this is part of my duty. I did not sleep on that dream. No pun intended. I did not sleep on that dream. When I woke up, I was like, oh, hell, I got to get on my purpose. I'm supposed to be telling people to drink more water, eat more plants and fruits, cut out the bad habits. I'm drinking and smoking, like, be more at peace, meditate, pray, go out into nature, work out, exercise, all of that. Because I know we have got to start letting our food and our lifestyles and the people around us, our company, be our medicine, period. You know, so I mean, come on, you guys. The proof is in the pudding, y'all. It's for real. The proof is in the pudding. The pudding is killing you. Put it down. Go get a smoothie. You know what I mean? Too many artificial things in what we eat, what we drink, you know, and what we put into our bodies, on our skin, everything, our clothes, everything. We got to take care of that, you know, and understand that it's a business to keep us sick. It's money in that. It's money in keeping you sick, cutting on you, getting these surgeries, all of that. Like, we got to take care of ourselves. And I was very grateful that my brother did come to me and he was like, yeah, you know, that surgery, it's time for me to do something different. Let me go ahead and get into, you know, the smoothies and the juicing and stuff like that, because my body is craving that. And that spoke volumes to me, right? When we are sick or anything like that, like, our bodies will tell us what we need to do. So when my brother started feeling real sick and stuff like that a few weeks ago, and he was like, I'm craving greens and apples. I'm like, yeah, that's your body telling you what you need. You know what I mean? Not no damn man-made medication, stuff like that. And I'm not knocking it, because it can work. Like, some people need, like, I believe my brother probably needs his painkillers and stuff like that just to help him cope and stuff with, you know, what's going on. But at the end of the day, I feel like we need to start implementing more of, you know, the natural remedies, the holistic health, you know, the organic, natural, healthy foods, the greens, the fruits into our diets. You know what I'm saying? It's imperative. We are in a scary time right now. And we got to make sure we take care of ourselves, because we got to understand it's money to be made off our death and off of us dying, right? They're going to milk you until you die with the medical bills, with the medications, all of that. So how about we just try to eat right and exercise and meditate and be around people that love us and care about us and pray, whatever you need to do. Go to church if you need to. I don't believe in all of that, but you may. And it may work for you. We all got our different life paths. At the end of the day, it's about us being healthy. You know what I mean? And taking care of ourselves. That's what I'm all about. And so when I had that dream, that let me know, like, Danica, you got a bigger purpose, right? So it's not only just relationships and stuff like that, but inspire people to take care of themselves and their families, because we want to be around for each other. That same day I woke up from that dream, I called my husband, talked to him. I went out and bought all plant-based natural cleaning supplies, plant-based natural hair colors, plant-based natural laundry detergent, soaps. Like, I did all of that. Now, am I perfect? No, but I at least want to start to implement some things that I can into my life that are more plant-based and quote unquote green, like my dream was telling me to be. And in the process of that, maybe I can inspire you all to do the same thing. But yeah, that dream, that my dear lady, she was going off on me. She was like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is why we put you with Eric. Why do you think we put you with Eric? And I was like, whoa, what? She said, why do you think we keep giving you these big platforms? I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on in this dream? What are you? So first we gave you 100,000 followers on Facebook. Then we gave you 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Why do you think we keep giving you these big platforms? You need to be inspiring people to take care of themselves and go green. I'm just like, what the fuck? What? You're supposed to be inspiring people to take care of their families and eat right and relationships. Why do you think we put you with Eric? I mean, that lady went off on me, y'all. I woke up from that dream like, I'm not doing what I need to do. Shit, let me start promoting green shit every damn day. Again, so I come on here with water, chlorophyll water. You know, I ain't sipping no wine. This ain't no beer. You know, this not no Red Bull, nothing like that. This is healthy. That's what I try to promote. That lady told me this is my purpose. Healthy relationships, healthy lifestyles. Go green. That's my message. Y'all need to go green, y'all. Again, I ain't telling you not to stop, not to eat meat and stuff like that, but just make sure you eat more greens and fruits and nuts and seeds and shit, and you be okay, I guess. And drink some water. Thank you, Adam. Y'all been on here for 3 hours. I think this is the longest dope discussion we ever had, but it's so much in this conversation that is so impactful. And I have to tell you guys what I'm going through, my brother going through, my background, my story. So you guys can understand, like, this is a very vulnerable and transparent moment for us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever disclosed this much about myself, my upbringing, and I still haven't told you the half. But I mean, out of respect for, my family and stuff like that, but I think that it was necessary for me to do it. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, Lexo. The Most High, strongest angels, goes through the most because of how strong we are. The Dark Lord sends his top enforcers to bring us down, and we must ride above, little sis. Peace. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm gonna read these last few donations. I'm gonna get up off of here. Please, please, please support my brother, because again, like, and if you can, I know it's long, but please read everything on his GoFundMe so you can really understand what's going on. Please. I don't want you to just give your money blindly. I like, he has receipts. You know what I mean? He's telling you everything. So just know that your money is going to a great cause. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ramses. This for your brother, and fellas, stay on your purpose no matter what, and never put a woman ahead of your purpose. I'm praying for your family, Danica. Stay strong. Thank you so much, Ramses 7. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. I just don't want to keep you guys longer than I already have. I don't know if I missed anybody, but I do appreciate it. I got Adam. Thank you, Adam. Like, so I think I got everybody. If not, I apologize, and I really do appreciate you guys. And again, like, the link to my brother's GoFundMe, it should be pinned, and it also should be in my description box. And for future dope discussions, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I also put in my description box my brother's GoFundMe, until he reaches his goal, But I really do appreciate. I have no idea. Y'all have no idea how much you guys are helping. I thank you guys so much, so very much. But I have to come on here and give you guys, a background, which is why the video is so long. Thank you so much, Dexter. Keep up the great work, because it's a lot. It's a lot, and y'all, I don't do this, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. So the mere fact alone that y'all are just now finding out about something like this, and this is serious. It should speak volumes to my character. And I would not ask you to do something unless I really, really needed it. You know what I mean? Like, this is serious, y'all. And my brother is not, he's the same way. Like, we don't ask for anything unless it's like dire. Other than that, like, we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna figure it out. That's all we've known how to do our whole lives. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here, y'all. I done told y'all stories about dreams, and y'all, if you were in here, you are a real A1 crown head, baby. I'll tell you that. If you were here this whole time, you are a real A1 crown head, baby. Because this is one of those discussions. This is one of those videos where it's like, it was a mixture of a whole bunch of different things. Like, And forgive me, you guys, for being emotional. Again, this is something that I've been dealing with behind the scenes. Yeah, for a while. So I appreciate you guys for listening and helping. I do. Thank you so much, you guys. I take none of you guys for granted. That's why when I say Crown Head Nation, I mean that. Like, y'all are family to me. Like, seriously, like I don't really have, like, y'all are more family to me than my own blood. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. So thank you. I take none of you guys for granted. He says very informative content. I'm glad that it's informative. He says great video, best video. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys can receive my message, because like I said, like, I was nervous to be so vulnerable, but it gets to a point where you gotta like not give a fuck, you know what I mean, and just go out there and just lay it out there. But yeah, my husband gonna get home soon, so I have to go ahead and cook. And again, I appreciate you guys so much for sending my brother all of this support and love. It really does mean a lot, especially coming from people who don't really have a lot of support. So thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Again, I had a whole different topic lined up for today, but my brother sent me that GoFundMe, and it really hit for me because we don't ask for help, and so that meant something. So, but don't get it twisted, you guys. We'll be back with more dope discussions on Friday, and I do have a video that we're gonna do for an upload tomorrow. Okay, one of those fun, lighthearted videos for tomorrow, and I'll see you guys again on Friday and then Sunday. Okay, but I love y'all. I respect y'all. I thank you so much for your constant love and support. You guys mean the world to me, Crown Heads. I do not take any of you guys for granted at all. At all. Thank you. Okay. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next dope discussion. Again, you guys, please feel free to donate to my brother. Let me see if I can pull up. This is his GoFundMe. Already you guys have donated $1,100. Y'all are super fucking dope. Thank you. Oh, $1,200 now. Y'all are super freaking dope. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because like I said, like, I've been contributing by myself, along with his lovely wife and her family, but we don't really have any family. So I'm the only blood that's really been, trying to divvy shit up and make sure that I have enough for my household and myself, and my husband, and still support my brother. So thank you guys so freaking much. It really does mean a lot. Please continue to donate. I thank you guys. Okay, I really do. But I'm gonna get up off of here. I love y'all. I'll see y'all Friday. Much love, respect, peace. Peace and good health to all of you guys. And like I said, please take your health seriously. Please take care of yourself. And please stay away from bitter, broken ass people. They can kill you. All right? We got to protect ourselves at all costs. Peace, y'all.